Hello, and welcome to the UC Berkeley Global Access Program Information Session. I am Audrey Volk, and I'm an admissions advisor for our UC Berkeley Global programs. I'm going to tell you all about the incredible academic and cultural experience you can have with our Berkeley Global Access program. I'll start by talking about UC Berkeley, then talk about the courses you'll take, then the activities you can take advantage of outside of the classroom, and then finally how you can apply to be a part of this short term visiting student program. If you have any questions during this presentation, go ahead and send them in. I'll do my best to answer your questions as I go through the presentation. Let's get started. UC Berkeley is located in California, which is on the west coast of the United States. In California, UC Berkeley is located a little north of the middle of the state, with San Francisco being the closest city. We're also very close to Silicon Valley, which is the hub and epicenter for advances in technology and product development. Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, and Airbnb are just a few of the companies that are located in the Silicon Valley. UC Berkeley was founded in 1868, and since then we've been guided by our motto Fiat Lux, which means that our duty is to bring new knowledge to light for all students across the globe. For the past few years, UC Berkeley has been a top-ranked public university by U.S. News and World Report, by the Academic Ranking of World Universities, by Shanghai Jiao Tong University, and by the World Reputation Rankings by Times Higher Education in the UK. We are also number one on the Best Global University rankings. We are proud of this achievement as our mission is to provide a world-class education to an increasingly global community of learners. And this is no surprise given that 24% or 10,000 of our students come from countries outside of the United States. And these students are coming from 92 different countries across the globe. UC Berkeley has 14 colleges and schools. Through the Berkeley Global Access program, you have the unique opportunity to take courses offered by these colleges and schools. You'll have access to academically excellent courses taught by top-notch faculty. Choose from thousands of courses, either those you can't find at your home university or those that will provide transfer credit towards earning your degree. You also have the opportunity to get a step ahead by attending individualized coaching sessions and career development workshops as you prepare for graduate school or entering the workforce. You'll study alongside other UC Berkeley students so that you can create new friendships and build your global network. Immerse yourself in the San Francisco Bay Area by making connections with industry experts, Berkeley faculty and students, and the larger Silicon Valley ecosystem to connect your academics with your individual career goals. Those are just a few of the many benefits you can enjoy in the BGA program, but let's hear from graduate Tilman Yosef Loschel, who completed one semester of this program. Get an inside look at his experience.
The Berkeley Global Access program gives you the opportunity to really gain insights into challenging and innovative topics here on campus during the lectures, but also embrace new opportunities to meet new people while embracing new cultures. Hello, my name is Tilman from Germany, and I'm a visiting graduate student at the Berkeley Global Access program. I think the unique benefit of this program is the possibility to choose from courses from certain departments where you maybe only have basic academic knowledge but a high personal interest. So this gives you really the opportunity to also gain an insight into areas that maybe would not be on your university schedule, which makes it quite interesting. The lectures are not only focused on, I would say, theoretical concepts, but also try to implement practical examples, which are often done with real-life case studies or by inviting guest speakers into the lectures, which I think is quite unique. The one-on-one time with teachers was also always quite personal. They knew my name, they knew my background, they knew the contributions I did in class, so it was really helpful to get their professional feedback. What I really enjoyed about my fellow Berkeley Global Access students was that they were all from different parts around the world and all had different focus in their study, which made the discussion quite interesting because you had such different point of views on the same problem, which was quite enriching. Everybody I met in the BGA program had a certain drive, so they had a certain problem they wanted to overcome, they had a certain goal they wanted to achieve. Besides the social and administrative support we got from the BGA program, there was also many resources focused on career development. These consisted of CV and resume workshops, workshops on how to apply to grad school. We had a career development course here, which gave units but was free for everybody participating in the BGA program. California is known as the Golden State, and this was also a thing when I arrived here. We drove the BART from the airport to Berkeley, across San Francisco, so getting a view on this huge city with the last skyscrapers, but then arriving at Berkeley, which is a little bit smaller, but really a familiar town where you have the whole city life playing around the campus. I traveled to Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Vancouver, also Hawaii, which I think is not always given that you have this freedom to combine your studies with also a great personal experience. I would recommend this program for future students because I think the time here at Berkeley really helped me to find my specific area of academic interest and how no other program combines world-leading teaching with such a broad extracurricular environment, as well as being at the center of innovation and culture in the Bay Area.
Fantastic. As you're deciding on your visiting student options, the first question is to ask yourself is how long do you want to study? With the Berkeley Global Access program, you can choose to study for 1 semester or a full academic year. You can study in Berkeley during the fall term, which runs from August to December. You can study in the spring term, which begins in January and ends in May. Or you can do both fall and spring terms, studying and experiencing all of Berkeley for a full academic year. Whether you study for 1 semester or a full academic year, I want to emphasize that you will have a 100% Berkeley experience. You'll be taking Berkeley classes on our beautiful and diverse campus. You are learning from esteemed Berkeley faculty, and you're in classes with Berkeley students. This is a Berkeley visiting student experience. In this exciting program, you will have a great learning experience that will give you an advantage when applying to graduate school or a future job. You can choose courses that most interest you and fit with your academic goals. Choose from thousands of courses, either those you can't find at your home university or those that will provide transfer credit towards earning your degree. You can take a mix of classes from arts and humanities, engineering, languages, mathematics and sciences, or social sciences. These courses can be related to your major or classes that you find interesting as a part of your overall visiting student experience. You can take a minimum of 12 units and a maximum of 15 units of credit bearing courses. Not all courses are available, so you'll need to be flexible in the courses that you want to take. We have staff here who can help you pick and choose the courses that will meet your academic goals and interests. Take courses in your major with other Berkeley students in popular subject areas such as computer science, engineering, mathematics, statistics, social sciences, humanities, business. I also want to highlight that you can transfer courses. Units earned in this program can be transferred back to your home university or help prepare you for graduate and professional schools. One of the great aspects of the program is that you'll be taking your courses alongside U.S. students. So there's lots of time to practice your English language skills, make new friends, and really learn what it's like to live and study in the United States. The ability to take classes with matriculated Berkeley students was a great perk for recent graduate Yannick Sauber, who says that a highlight was the chance to work together with Berkeley students within the courses. Let's hear from Yannick about his time in BGA.
My name is Yannick. I'm from Germany and I'm currently participating in the Berkeley Global Access program. A highlight for me during the BGA program was really the chance to work together with Berkeley students within the courses, so you're not really separate from the other students but really engaged together in the projects and in the coursework. I would really recommend the BGA program to other students, especially if you're considering to go to graduate school in the US, specifically if you want to go to Berkeley, or if you also just consider migrating maybe to the US and taking a job here. I'm either going to graduate school in Europe or the US, or I'm taking a job, and Sally's course really helped me to get my documents ready to work on my applications, but also now that I'm interviewing for different roles, it really helps me get that right, especially also in a US specific context.
I'd also like you to meet graduate Cesar, who had an amazing time in Berkeley and was excited about taking really interesting Berkeley courses that he couldn't take at his home university.
My name is Cesar Salcedo. I'm an undergrad student from Lima, Peru. One of the highlights I have from my experience here at the PGA program is that I got to connect to many students. In particular, I got to go to one workshop in machine learning that was on Berkeley Artificial Intelligence Research Lab. And so I got to get to know many of the PhD students and especially the professor I wanted to work with. So that was very special. I would definitely recommend the BGA program to other students because I got to learn this has been one of the best experiences I had so far. What I would recommend is if you are striving to do something great, you'll find many people around here that are also very passionate about what they are working on, what they are pursuing for their careers, and so you'll learn a lot from their experience to help yourself to grow.
Remember when I said that the BGA program can help you get a step ahead? That's due to our exclusive U.S. graduate school preparation course with Sally Clapper. In this one-unit course, Sally will help you identify your strengths and apply them through skill building. You will have the opportunity to take advantage of coaching, workshops, guest speakers, panels, and more. Let's hear from Sally about why this coaching course is so important.
Hi, I'm Sally Clapper, and I'm an instructor with the Berkeley Global Access program teaching their career development and coaching course. While I was very successful at marketing products, it didn't have the same meaningful purpose to me, and I had missed working with young adults and watching them succeed and helping them to see the best in themselves and helping them to believe in the best in themselves and what they could reach for and what they could accomplish. The career development class is more than just career development. It does go over all of the aspects that someone would need to land an internship or a job. First of all, you have to have your clarity of where you want to go and what you want to do. And then you have to have the assets. And then you need to know how to network and to interview. And then all the other nuances that go into actually getting that offer. Very similar to that are students who are trying to apply to graduate schools. And so there's this real crossover in terms of how can these students write about themselves, but also then when it comes to being in person, how can they present themselves in a way that will show that they're a strong candidate? You have to be genuine. And for many people also, you have to sell yourself, right? This is the one time where you kind of have to be able to brag about yourself and show how you stand out and show those strengths. This is the time in order to really show that you are a strong candidate and that you're a great fit for that role or you're a great fit for that research program. Every single student in the class has just some amazing capabilities. They have taken in the information that's been delivered to them in the class, and they've really taken it to heart and put it into action. And they're interviewing, they're submitting their statements of purpose, they're reaching out to professors, and they're having a lot of success. So when they come into the class and they share it with me, it's really exciting to see their own excitement. Having done this and watched students really struggle without having these resources, without having this class, without having someone to ping off of, hey, Sally, I've got an interview tomorrow. Can you jump on Zoom with me for a few minutes and give me some tips? And then to get that call back saying, okay, I got it. I got the offer. And they're just beaming. And it's just, it makes it so fun. It's why I love what I do. And I'm so glad to be a part of the Berkeley Global Access program and being able to teach these young, bright individuals.
And our graduates are loving the ability to take Sally's course, like Laura Zhu. Let's hear from her.
Hi, my name is Kaiwen Zhu, and I'm from China, but you can also call me Laura. I am business major, but here this semester I chose like several different courses, and some of them are not my major, so I may not have enough background information about it, so I may sometimes have to like ask some questions to the professors, but they're always like happy and welcome to questions no matter how much you know or what kind of person you are. I'm more inspired to study, and also like their attitude and their passion about their work. I'm so glad that I've taken Professor Sally's class because that's the first time I've ever been so formally educated about what I have to prepare for the graduate school application or like for job application, and how to like write a personal statement, how to polish an essay, how to construct all these different documents. So I would say it helped me to like enter a new stage of life. It's like kind of big, but it's true. BG program helped me like better understand myself and understand how the education system works here in the US. Well, I would definitely recommend BG to other students, and if I have to say something to them, I would say just try to explore more. Berkeley is a very interesting city. There are a lot of interesting stuff happening like everywhere, and there are good food, good places to go. I know that GPA stuff, they matter a lot, and the school workload is kind of heavy, but when you look back some years from now and all you can recall is the textbooks and the reading stuff, that's not fun. So just enjoy yourself and explore more.
You will be a Cal Bear from day one. You'll be spending a lot of time inside the classroom learning exciting new subjects and outside of the classroom doing your homework and studying. We have more than 1,200 student clubs and organizations. You can join a pre-professional group or take part in one of our unique clubs, such as Hackers at Berkeley and Skateboarding Crew of Berkeley. There are countless opportunities to connect with peers around academic interests, cultural identities, professional development, and hobbies. There are tons of museums, film archives, and concerts. Hosting famous musicians, artists, and speakers is a daily occurrence at Berkeley. Or join one of our 34 club sports and endless intramural teams. Become part of an intramural group, work out in one of the 4 state-of-the-art recreational centers, or enjoy off-campus sports like snowboarding or surfing. We have also made time for you to sightsee our beautiful city and state. The campus itself offers numerous trails and walking tours. You can easily take public transportation to get to San Francisco, where you can hop on a streetcar, shop in Union Square, grab fresh seafood at Fisherman's Wharf, take in a baseball game, or wander around our many culturally diverse neighborhoods. We are also a short drive from excellent wineries, redwood forests, amazing beaches, and incredible mountains. You can take a short flight to Los Angeles or Las Vegas. Some of our students have also taken a trip to Hawaii during a break. California and the West Coast have so much to do and enjoy. I want you to see all of the great activities you can do in Berkeley. Check out this video from Berkeley Haas Global Access Program graduate Cassie Lynn, who recorded her time with us here in Berkeley.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was dreaming of bigger things and wanna live
so many exciting things to do and see here in Berkeley. And to make sure your time here is safe and productive, we have an entire office dedicated to supporting our visiting students. We're there each step of the way to help you, from the application process to your time studying in Berkeley and after your program ends. Our goal is that your Berkeley experience is positive, safe, fun, and productive. Part of each program is the new student orientation, where you go over program requirements, receive your class schedule, and meet our staff. In addition, you receive important information about medical insurance, visa documents, traveling, and more. We also provide you with a range of services, including academic advising, help to understand your health insurance plan, student visa and housing advising, intercultural training, program and academic orientation, social activities, resume and interview workshops, graduate admissions workshops. Many of you may be wondering, where am I going to live? And that's an important question. We have a variety of housing options that are very close to campus where you'll be taking courses. One option is similar to a dorm where meals, activities, Wi Fi, and such are included. Some students rent private or shared apartments. Some students prefer homestays. We have staff members who can help you determine and select the right housing option for your needs and your budget. We estimate that you'll be spending around 12,000 US dollars per semester on your housing. Your housing cost is not included in the overall program cost. Again, we have a team who will help you find the right housing option for you and that fits in your budget. At the end of this program, we celebrate all that you have learned and achieved with a wonderful closing ceremony on campus. Faculty members applaud your work. Fellow classmates give speeches, and it's a great time to make sure you're keeping in touch with new friends after you've left Berkeley. A question I get asked a lot from students is how much the program costs. The total cost is between 15,714 and 18,369 US dollars, depending on how many units you take during the semester. Don't forget that housing is not included in the cost, but we estimate that housing will cost about 12,000 US dollars per semester. So the total cost per semester would be between 27,714 and 30,369 US dollars, again, depending on how many units of courses you take during the semester. We also offer scholarships. Scholarships are available up to $2,000, and you need to apply for the scholarship at the same time as when you apply for the program. You will need to apply early. To apply for the scholarship, you'll need to submit an online application where you'll provide responses to two personal insight questions, no more than 200 words each, on the topics listed on the slide. We also ask that you submit your most recent resume or CV. Finally, you'll need to have an academic or professional colleague complete our recommendation form directly in your application. This can be a faculty member or teacher from your current studies, or a supervisor or manager from work. You will be asked to provide their contact details in the relevant section of your application. So, how do you get started on this exciting educational opportunity at Berkeley? We accept applications from top qualified students who have completed at least one semester of undergraduate study and have a minimum GPA of 3.0. You must also meet any prerequisites of the courses that you intend to take. This is a competitive academic program with an English language proficiency requirement. You can see the tests and scores that we accept displayed on the screen. If you meet these admissions requirements, we encourage you to start and submit your online application. Firstly, you have the option to submit a personal statement. Please note that this essay is not required to be considered for admission to our Berkeley Global Access program. It is entirely optional and primarily intended to allow applicants to explain any anomalies or unique circumstances present in their application, such as a low GPA, a failed course, or a significant change in their major. In these cases, you may choose to submit a personal statement to provide context. You'll also need to submit official university transcripts, proof of your English language proficiency, and a copy of your passport. There's also a non refundable application fee that you'll pay for when you submit your application. The application is entirely online. You will upload your documents and complete the application process electronically. Scan the QR code to see more details about each of the documents needed. Thank you for submitting your questions, many of which I've been able to answer during the presentation. Here are a few more that have come in. Is the coursework transferable? The majority of students in our programs will transfer those credits to either a program they're completing back in their home country or to another program here in the United States. Students are encouraged to consult with their home university or university where they want to transfer the credits to ensure they will accept the coursework. Does the BGA program give you any advantage to applying to UC Berkeley later? The program is going to strengthen your resume like any academic program would. You will be taking college level courses. You'll be issued a transcript for those classes that will show how strong of a student you are, and that will be something you will be able to submit when you are applying to a graduate school. Here's a great question. Can I choose from a subject different from my major in my current studies? Absolutely. You can take classes from a variety of departments and you can take a variety of classes. The only restriction is that you do need to have completed the prerequisites for those courses. So, for example, you wouldn't be able to take an advanced level class until you took the beginner class. We would determine that based on your transcripts. But if you are an economics major and you want to take a Spanish course or an art class, that is something you can definitely do in this program. There is no requirement that students have to take classes from the same subject area as their undergraduate or graduate studies. Another question we often get: do I need an F1 visa? Yes, if you are not a U.S. citizen or permanent resident of the United States, you must obtain an F1 student visa in order to study in Berkeley for any of our programs. If you are already in the United States on a visa that is not an F1, please contact us to discuss your eligibility. We have dedicated staff members who will help you through the process and will issue the paperwork that you need in order to apply for the F1 visa in your home country. Well, that's all the time we have to take your questions. But if you have any additional questions that I wasn't able to answer, here's my email address, or you can scan the QR code to make an admissions advising appointment. I would love to hear from you and discuss how our UC Berkeley Global Access program can fit your educational or professional goals. If you haven't already done so, I suggest filling out our newsletter sign up form on the website. You'll receive emails about our programs, upcoming deadlines, and other information. Thank you again for taking the time to learn about our exciting BGA program. I hope to see you in Berkeley soon.